Okay, so when I was in 11th grade, probably spring semester, high school, that is when I got my first cat. She was the cutest thing. Oh my gosh, it's a really weird story, but let's see. How does it start? So, one day I came home from school and my sister was like, "Hey, my friend, who was also like my boyfriend's best friend, she was like, she has a cat and her cat just had kittens." And I was like, "Oh." And I was like, "So what about them?" And she was like, "Let's go get one." So I asked her, like, for free, like, she's just gonna give us the cat. And she was like, "Yeah." So I got super excited. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a pet." Because we had birds, but they were boring. They just stayed in their cage and flapped around and were just loud and obnoxious. And they hated me, but whatever. That's another story. So the cat, I was getting excited about it, but then I realized, I have parents, that's a thing, and they hate animals. So can't really do that. But she was like, "You know what, let's just do it anyways. Fuck it." I was like, "All right, I'm in." So we waited till our parents went to work, and then later that day we went to the girl's house, and we went there. I got the cat, and then after that we were like, "Wait." So I realized we didn't have the cat things like food, litter box, such. So what did we do? We grabbed a friend first, so we're just driving around with the cat in the car, still trying to figure out what we should name her. And we grab a friend and we go to the grocery store. And we literally grab the cat, walk into the grocery store with her, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, she's so cute." And we're just like, "Oh my God." So we're just like showing her off. And then we buy the cat things. And funny story is, we leave, and as soon as we walk out, this person comes up to our friend and he's like, "Ma'am, can I talk to you for a second?" And she's like, "Okay." And it turns out she tried to steal some mascara. So then she had to go back in and we had to wait for her with our new cat in the car, not knowing like what the cats do. Like, are they gonna pee? Are they gonna poop? What's gonna happen? So we're sitting there waiting for her. She comes out, everything's fine. They just let her go with a warning. And we go home. Okay, so she is only a month old, so I'm like, I don't want her running around, getting lost, getting caught in things. So we just leave her in my room. So we're like, my mom might end up going in my room today before she goes to work, so let's just go ahead and tell them, break the news, we got a cat. So we literally get dressed, book bags on and everything, about to walk out the door with the keys, open my parents' room, we're like, "Hey, there's a cat in Sophia's room, just don't open the door, bye." And they're like, "What?" And then we just run out. So we go to school, go on with our day, come back home. Our parents come back from work, and they're not having it. My mom's like, "No, I don't want an animal in the house." My dad's like, "I don't want this cat here. It needs to be out before the week's over." So we're like, "No." So I'm like hard no, we're not doing it. My sister's like, "You know what? Maybe we should just, get rid of it, give it to someone else." And I was like, "We're not doing that. Cleo is our spawn now. We have to keep her." So eventually, me and my sister get on the same page, and we're like, "Okay, no matter what, we're gonna do whatever it takes to keep Cleo." So as the week goes on, our dad is like kind of telling us to get rid of her, but kind of also like playing with her and getting used to her. And then I remember one day, this was like towards the end of that week, I come home and he's literally just sitting there on the couch, and Cleo's sitting on his shoulder. She's like this tight. She's just sitting there, and I was like, "Oh, so guess we're keeping her." He's like, I'm like, "Good, that's our cat now," and we've had her ever since.